Day 93. Good morning. Okay, so we are still in Daleville. I gotta find some shoe glue. I've looked around. I cannot find any glues. None of the stores carry them. They had super glue, but super glue is not gonna fix my problem. I need like shoe glue or some of them E6000 or whatever that shit's called. Can't find any. We're cruising up to the Goodwill right now to look for some shoes. They're 12, some camp shoes. Then I got to stop over at the supply gear shop, get gas, and then maybe they'll have, I guess I'll use silicone to glue my shoe back together. Silicone isn't really a glue in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know, more fills in gaps than glues things together. But I think that's what I'm going to have to do. And then hit the trail. Walk a little 5 miles or something, set up camp. Maybe a little farther. What do we got for donation today? Oh, a sewing kit. Nah. Don't even want to look through the shit. I might take something. I don't want it. Alright, 10 minutes till the Goodwill opens, but there's this nice little curb right here. We're going to have ourselves a little safety meeting. I'm invisible right here. Nobody can see me, right? I'm right on the road. But there's a ledge, so nobody can see me. I'm not standing out in a bright colored skirt. Doing something that's completely legal in the comfort of your own home. But not out here. Quasi-legal. It's only legal if you get caught, right? Right. I need to find glue so bad. What do I do if I don't find it? I'm not buying shoes. They're $160 out here at that store. I don't need $160 shoes. I need $25 shoes. I assume there'll be a Walmart in Waynesboro, but that's still 150 miles away. These shoes are not making it. They're not making it another 50 miles, I don't believe. Time will tell. I bought a little thing of seam grip. It was about the best thing they had there, kind of a small tube. But this is the problem I'm having. I mean, my seams are giving on that too, but I just need to keep this glued to that. There is nothing holding this together but that little piece of black rubber right there. And it goes all the way through to the other side. My fingers would touch if I put them in from both sides. So hopefully this will help me get a little bit further. That's rough looking. No wonder that butt hurts. Okay, I glued it as well as I could, then I had to tape it up because this thing just flops down. So, but it says it takes 8 hours to set. I ain't got no 8 hours to hang out, so yeah, we're just gonna hope for the best. Some of that glue will sit right under the foot, but the edges might peel real quick. Who cares? And we're off. It's a little before noon. Got everything done. I got my shoe all taped up. See if any of it actually sticks. As usual, not planning on going too terribly far out of town. I mean, we left at noon, for Christ's sakes. Well, we'll get as far as we do. It's only 60 miles to the next food supply. I don't remember the name of the town. Well, we got a little more than 3 days worth of food. Should be enough to get there. Well, we have our first berries. Maybe black raspberries, maybe blackberries, I don't know. But they're probably not quite ripe yet, judging that there's red ones right next to it. But we eat them nonetheless. Shelter, 0.1 mile. I got 0.1 in me. I do remember this one. It's got a cistern that comes down off the roof. Down there, comes over, leaks out there. They should really have put it up another couple of feet because it's kind of a bitch to get your bag underneath it when the water comes out of the bottom. I guess it's better than having coming out the top, but still. There's another one of those ones that makes you, well, if you're like me and don't like to shit in a dark box. And the shelter's right there, the trail's right there. Now, we're doing it with the door open. Oh, hey, I got another friend in here. Oh, she's on the move. Run. There's somebody's skin. Huh? Works for me. So we decided to stay at the shelter, setting up Camp Crawler over here. But then I felt something on my thigh. Oh, the first tick. Yeah, it didn't lash or anything. I'm just taking her for a walk. Chuck it in the woods. I take it all night to walk back to where I'm at. Pew! Now if it was a mosquito, I'd have killed it dead. Because it would just come right back over here and make me kill it. It makes you take him for a little walk. It doesn't know which way I went. It can't stalk me. But yeah, be aware. There are ticks. The water here is a bit on the yellow side, but you know, it's filtered through all the stuff on that roof. Just adds flavor. It's like tea. Yeah, it's kind of like green tea, just a really weak one. There's Camp Crawler. We're going to get up pretty early, as we do. It's supposed to be really nice weather. So. Oh, we'll see what we see tomorrow. I don't know what's ahead, but I'll remember it when I see it, huh? Good night. Day 94. Beautiful morning. Tad bit chilly, but not cold. Still working through my first safety meeting of the day. I love those. Spilled my coffee. Well, I spilled my warm water. It wasn't coffee yet, but my water was warm. I wasted energy on it, damn it. Luckily, I have an earthen floor tent, so it was no big deal, and I filtered extra water last night. And I don't know why, but I'm glad I did now. And I don't know actually why I went back and filtered water again. There's water all along the trail today. We're doing ridge walking, but there's water on the ridge. Kind of weird. Like everywhere. No goals today. Just walk. We'll see how it goes. But it is a gorgeous morning. Hopefully it's a gorgeous day. It's hot. I'm going down in my undies. Oh yeah. I'll see you out on the trail. And we're off. Let's make fun of their bear hang. Okay, so now I think the bear can't see this, right? But it's right on this tree.
Oh my
Look at these dummies. Like bears can't climb trees. Simpletons. I like start you off with a good giggle. What kind of bear hang was that? All right, I gotta go get a picture of that to make fun of it later. Oh, it is a really pleasant morning. It was a little windy when I woke up, but I was, up on the top of the hill. Down here, it is nice. Only 2 other hikers showed up all night. Spark and Achilles. Achilles is the kid that we ran into on McAfee Knob. Took some pictures for him. Glad we were there for him. If you're going to show up for sunrise and you can't get cool pictures, that would just suck. So I'm glad we happened to be there when he came by. But they're good peeps. They're entertaining. They're, as weird as we are. They're hikers. They're newbie hikers. But that makes them kind of more fun. It's kind of fun to see all this through the eyes of the noob. And remember when I was in their place. I was once a rookie too, and now I'm a know-it-all. At least that totally is what gets you hurt. Being all Mr. Confident. My shoe seems to be holding together pretty okay. I got a little tape going on there, don't I? But I think it glued together rather well in the middle of the night. I tried to do a pair on my tarp as well. I think that took, but I don't know. I'm just not going to pick at it. But I painted silicone all over that thing. I have no idea where I'm walking to. I can't even remember the name of the next town. 12's getting experience in, finding shit on the map and whatnot. She's always been with somebody else, so it's easy to rely on them. So I was like, nope, you're picking the town, the next town, because I don't like to do long food hauls. And I'm not even going to double check, just to put the stress, because, you don't want to. It's one thing to, fuck up and you go hungry, but when you fuck up and other people, oh shit, I got spider webs all over me. Do I have spiders on me? I just looked down at my camera, and connecting it to my hand is a crap load of webs. I must walk to a big old spider web or bajillions of small ones. But having the camera in front of my face, oh yeah, it's covered in silk. Ew. Too bad it doesn't show up on camera because it's totally floating. Yeah. The sun isn't even up yet. Oh, it's going to be a silky day. It's going to be a gorgeous day. I'm loving it already. The next shelter's in roughly 5 miles or so. Good. Sounds like a great place for second coffee, do breakfast and everything. Take a nice long break. It's one of the joys of waking up early is you can afford yourself long breaks. And I have kind of a kink for waking people up at the shelter. Not super early. If I got there at 5 a.m., I'm going to be quiet as a mouse. But if I get there at 7:30, I'm just going to stroll in like I own the joint. I'm not going to be super loud or anything, but I'm not going to bother doing everything all super slow and quiet like I normally would. 7:30 is a great time to wake up. You're welcome for waking you up. Now the sun comes up at 6. You're still asleep at 7:30. You deserve to be woken up. Time is burning. Especially if the day's getting hot. You need to wake up and get out early. Look what's just laying on the side of the trail. It hunts. I'm a cute baby deer.
Oh shit, that's what I saw?
Yep. She saw some big glowing green eyeballs, but didn't realize she thought it was a spider. And now it's a sleeping baby deer. I mean, its eyes are still open.
Wait.
But.
Is it breathing?
Yes, it is. Very shallowly.
Oh, hi. Okay, I gotta do this too.
Yeah. Well, okay. Later, dear. Got a little bit of pink going on. Sunrise through the trees is generally the best you can hope for on this trail. He will open up to a wide field. It happens sometimes. Maybe a bald or a knob. But unlikely. This is our water source for the morning. I'm going to turn this into some delicious coffee. Our water last night was kind of crappy. It didn't taste horrible, but it wasn't great by any means. But I'm going to carry this up to the shelter in 0.7 according to that sign. And it is 6:51. Get ready to wake up, everybody. Crawler's coming. Well, that's not what I was expecting to find at 7 a.m. There's one tent, but it's no fun. Whatever. Second breakfast coffee was a success. Got rid of a buttload of oats, granola. I used hot water to make my milk and it melted all the chocolate in it. So now I know I have to make more milk. Stick with cold. Made a mess in my pot, but I used coffee to clean it out, so everything works out at the end. Well, 12 was just ahead of me, but she is not here. And this is the last water for 6 miles, which isn't a big deal, but still it's 6 miles. And I know she would be here collecting, but she must have forgot this was the last water. I yelled out her name, but she is far enough ahead of me where she does not hear me. So I'm going to collect water. So I'm just going to grab an extra half a liter or something to pawn off onto her. Because she'll probably need it. I got your back, boo. Next 90 miles maintained by Natural Bridge AT Club. Roanoke ATC. I'm going to judge your maintenance skills. Now, everything on here is super maintained. Part of the joy of the AT. You're not going to hop over many blowdowns here, nor get your feet wet, unless it's raining, or you're in Vermont, and parts of Pennsylvania, a little of Jersey. Are you maintaining this or just using it as a parking lot? This reminds me of the Shenandoahs. I'm crossing the road back and forth for a while, up and over little puds, little views here and there. I'm hoping to aqua blaze, but we'll see how that goes. Money and convenience. Taylor Mountain. Pretty sure that was a volcano last time I was on a Taylor. Well, now there's a few Taylors on the CDT in there. But the coolest one is a volcano. Or what's left of it. Hey, time for a wardrobe change. So we've opted to take the road. The trail is right up there. It follows the road for the next few miles. But this is where the lookouts are and whatnot. And I'm lazy. So it seemed the way to go. I wish there was a shoulder. But you take what you can get. Guessing a little rock slide happened right in this area. Got good old Iron Mine Hollow overlook here. Broccoli covered hills and some houses and farms. I'm pretty sure this is where I ran out of water last time I was here. I forgot to grab the last water like she did this time. And I got here and some dude gave me some of his water, and then there was another couple a bit earlier who were dumping water on their dog and gave me the water that they hadn't dumped on their dog yet. I didn't know where that was, but as soon as I saw this and the garbage can, I knew where I was. I was in Montvale, or a view thereof. Oh, well damn, it's gotta be litter before I could throw it in there. Ugh, now I can throw it away. See, they aren't great views, but they're better views than I'd have. Well, I mean, sucked in these little bit of trees. The trail is right next to me. I'm getting a suntan right now is what I'm doing. Gotta work on that tan. Hike Naked Day is fast approaching. And I'm pasty boo white. I am overlooking Harvey's Knob. Just sounds perverted. We had yet another chance to jump back on the AT, but decided not to. It overlooks ahead. It is a gorgeous day for a road walk, man. You know, purists get to see the same shit that they see every day. Trees, rocks, and roots. Need a little change here and there. When you can, take it. It's your hike, man. Have fun. This is the pine tree overlook. Most of those do not appear to be pines, except those nuts. You see the AT right there along the line of shrubs. Like even when you're down there and there's a clearing, you still have no view. Just of shrubs. Not me, man. Not 360 views, but close enough. Bob's Gap, crest of the Blue Ridge, or something like that. I'm hoping there's water underneath this little culvert right here. If not, we gotta jump back on trail. And the shelter was the next place with water, but the shelter is a little blue blaze that's real steep, and you know the water's not at the shelter, so it's probably downhill a bit further. And we'd rather not do that if we don't have to. We'll see. Alright, no water down there. This road right over here leads right back to the trail. And we'll just take that, grab some water, and carry on from there. I think from there it's back to the trail. I don't know if it parallels the road any longer. I didn't really look at the map that far out. I just said I wanted to sun my thighs. Oh yeah, skies out, thighs out. So the road walk was the best way to do that. And I'm inherently lazy. Okay, so I was wrong. The water is right at the shelter. Well, that's convenient. I appreciate that. Don't know how buried the pipe is. Oh, not at all. Okay, definitely filter. I was going to filter anyway, but if it was coming out of a really long pipe underground, but this is not. But I'm just going to let it drip slowly while I eat lunch. Oh, this is a nice one. Skylights and whatnot. Oh, this is going to be a fancy poo. Oh, I have another little bastard on me. Really tiny one. Didn't latch, but I caught it on my leg. Take it for a walk. Rando turtle shell. It's been cleaned out really well. If only I had a use. But all this stuff scales right off anyway. You probably have to oil it or something to keep it on. But I'll leave it here. Okay, thanks Bobbitt's Gap Shelter. It's good times. Appreciate your water being right there. Alright, there wasn't an icon on the map for water for another 9 miles. So we had to go through the comments of every other icon between here and there, 9 miles, to find something. Because we've already done more than 13. Don't want to do another 9. So yeah, in that looking, we found that in like 3 or something, I want to say it was 3 point something, there is water. So just carrying 1 liter to that, fill up there, and start looking for a place to lay down. Had myself a couple of safety meetings down there at the shelter, so I'm feeling a bit lethargic. Good thing they put that gate there to stop us. That was good thinking. Those walls always stop us. How do you get past one? I mean, that thing is, that's like thigh high. Impenetrable. Oh, it is nice and warm. The breeze is just delightful. And a cloud in the sky. I'm probably a little sunburned. I can feel a few hot spots on me. But when you're walking in pretty much the same direction all day, sun just was getting my right side. But eventually I'll toughen up. Just an AT sign. Pretty sure we walked by that Doppler over there. I do remember walking by one at one point, and it's just right there, so it kind of makes sense.
Is that the James River?
Yes, it is. James River. Mills Gap. You can fail and still get back up. Oh, you can fall, still get back up. Well, of course. I was going to lay there and wallow. Come on, really? That's not even good advice. Okay, so we watered up. And as we were sitting there on the bridge filtering, A dude named Blue Blaze came down the way with his dog Blue. His dog just straight laid in the water. It was great. Like right where the water was coming out. He wanted it all over him. And he just laid right there, just hogging it all. Cute as hell. But had great conversation, safety meeting. And I imagine they'll probably be camping somewhere near where we are. There's a campsite coming up. I don't know. Maybe he's a late hiker. I mean, the day definitely isn't over, but I'm at like 16 miles right now. So my day's near done. There's not water for the next 6 miles or so. So I figure somewhere in between there, I'll end up camping. So I cameled up for the event. We got Camp Crawler here. We got 12 over there. This is my patchwork. Seems pretty sturdy. I ain't gotta mess with it too much. A couple pieces of tape, a lot of shoe goo essentially. My shoe is holding together pretty well too, so I figured I might as well do this corner and see how poorly I do and maybe get better with each corner. But none of the other ones are having problems, so I mean, why fix it if it ain't broke? For whatever reason, I'm exhausted. We only did just under 17 today, but I'm feeling it. I'm going to crash out and sleep in all the way till 4 tomorrow. Yeah, that sounds about right. Good night.